Hi, I am your pre-service teacher, Jeraliz S. Pati-on, and today we will be discussing about norm reference grading and criterion reference grading, and we will be differentiating the two grading methods. So let's get started by defining what is norm reference grading versus criterion reference grading. Now let's go to their definitions. Norm reference grading system refers to the grading system wherein students' performance is evaluated relatively to the performance of other students. Using norm reference grading system, a student's performance is evaluated relative to the performance of the other students within the group. This is also known as the grading curve. The teacher will be the one to set how many percent of the student in the class assign each grade if it is not stated on the grading policy. Criterion reference tests or grading compare a student's knowledge and skills against a predetermined standard, cut score, or other criterion. In criterion reference tests, the performance of other students does not affect the score of the student. It specifies the standards through description of clear criteria, and anybody who achieves the level or standard described gains the marks. So everybody in the cohort could potentially get an A. Now, let's move forward and discuss some examples. Here are some examples of norm reference grading. First is the percentile rank. The formula for percentile rank is L/Mn over 100, where L is the percentile, M is the score, and N is the number of observation. The second one is the standard 9 or STANIN, and the third is the mean. Here is then another example. 10 students in different class with different scores, Section A and Section B. Midterm scores 100 items, same test paper. Here shows the dataset for Class A and Class B. Student in A class has the row score of 75. This refers to an 80% percentile rank. Student in Class B has a row score of 90, which also has the percentile rank of 80%. So, as you can see, the percentile rank of the student differs regarding to which class he or she belongs in. Here is an example of criterion reference grading. In a class of 100 students, no one might get a grade of excellent if no one scores 98 above or 85 above, depending on the criterion used. Say for instance, 1.0 or excellent is equal to 98 to 100 or 85 to 100. 1.5 means good is equal to 88 to 97 or 80 to 84. 2 fair is equal to 75 to 87 or 70 to 79. While 3 or poor or pass is equal to 65 to 74 or 60 to 69. Lastly, 5 or failure would represent scores below 65 or below 60. So for easier differentiation, we have here a Venn diagram. So our definition for norm reference is when one student's performance are compared to what might normally be expected of other students. While in criterion reference is when a student's performance is compared against a pre-established criterion or benchmark. Our examples for norm reference are percentile ranks, grade equivalents, sanins, normal curve equivalents, scale scores. And our examples for criterion reference are written portions of the state driver's exam, advanced placement exams. Norm reference tests are useful for determining overall developmental level of the students with respect to others, while criterion reference are useful for mastery level learning or competency-based assessment. These two types of grading or tests or assessments are the major ways of bringing meaning to test scores. This compares one student's data to another result. They are also useful in interpreting assessments. That would be all for norm reference and criterion reference grading. I hope that you have learned something and have a good day.